I'm just going to make sure the audio is good. You guys can talk still.
Oh yeah, we can also see that this isn't all final.
Yes,
but you can
so
see that there is some lighting adjustments.
Yes, so we are continuing to experiment with lighting. This is one of the things that we've been talking about for a while, but we have made the game much warmer versus previously it was much cooler. This, I guess, like red, orange versus like blue is kind of the best way to describe it. There's some other stuff that we're working on too, which I don't think is in this build, where one of the things that happens right now is that like gods are really hard to see right now when they're far away. So we're working on some stuff to basically like make them brighter, make gods brighter when they are farther away and whatnot. I don't think that's in this build, but we're continuing to do a lot of stuff to improve the looks of the map.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of stuff in the back end also that's like not even in this version right now that like is coming in that like things look nicer. And we've been pointing out a few areas that, like, for example, the braziers were like really dark. We found a case as to why they were, so they shouldn't appear as like pitch black anymore. And then on like the lobby outside of game, we've done some stuff there too.
Yes.
So like we're also just trying to isolate lighting issues that pop up and fix them kind of one by one.
Yeah, the lobby lighting I think is going to look much better. The lobby lighting I think is closer to final than this is. This is still a little bit work in progress. Also a lot of lobby bug fixes. I don't have those written down. The one other thing I'll talk about, just conquest stuff before we get into Sylvanas.
Okay.
Is the rocks, if you'll notice, all of the rocks across the map have been updated to have more detail. They also have some moss on them now. The moss is, this is also a little bit work in progress, I would say. But and the other benefit of this is that they are also more performant than the old rocks. So the old rocks were one of our bigger performance hits from the environment art side. So the hope is that this will feel feel a lot better as you're running around and playing the game, because it looks better and more detailed, and it will run a lot better because they are not as big of a performance hit. So just some of the improvements that we're continuing to make here.
Yeah, and I also think some people are asking, like, map-specific lighting stuff is very map-specific. Some of the ones we were talking about, like characters being brighter and longer range, will be like, that's more of a global change. But like right now, this is focused here. You learn lessons from it, and then you can take that to the other maps.
Yep.
So on to Sylvanus then,
Yes.
if that's where we're at right
sorry.
now. It's okay.
People
I knew that was
are
gonna
instantly
happen.
reacting to the things they are seeing, so we got to talk about it.
But they can see a tree. Let's talk about Sylvanus and Grover then, upon, and where do we want to start? Basics onwards, as usual?
Yeah, so Sylvanus, a lot of the core things that he does, we didn't want to mess around with too much, so his passive still is the seeds that you pick up for CDR mana regen.
Yep.
You have the root, you have the heal, you have the pull, you have the ult. A lot of that is basically the same, and we've done some small tweaks here and there that you'll feel like you're freed up to move a little bit earlier on the pull than you were previously.
Okay.
We've did some feedback on like the basic attack, so when you're basic attacking, you'll actually see like a little... So if you like actually start basic attacking, you'll see like maybe a little like flicker of like where that pulse is going to go, so you can keep track of your basic attacks better. We gave some better muzzle flat, like lots of really small adjustments to his core kits.
Yeah.
We focus a lot of the plus ones on one aspect of him that just felt like it was underutilized, which is the plant that he makes.
Okay.
So a lot of the plus ones are really focused around that.
Okay.
So here's the big things. First, the passive, when you actually pick up 8 seeds, you'll automatically generate a plant around you.
Yeah.
So generating a plant around you is just going to be generically good. You have more chance of having a plant around you. And that'll also play into some other things we're doing.
Okay.
The second thing is, now if the plants die, so if you do bot shoot 5.
Bot shoot 5.
So that the Odin start auto-attacking.
Okay.
And that way you can, like...
Bots shoot, all one word. With SS.
I'm missing an S.
Yeah, 2 S's.
That didn't work either.
No?
I've been like, is it a gap? No?
Uh,
Bots
maybe you'll just have to believe me. Now when the plant dies... So once it actually grows, if it dies, instead of dying instantaneously, it wilts. And it will stay wilted for about 6 seconds.
Okay.
And while it's wilted, you can actually heal it with your wisp to have it regrow. So
Interesting.
So if you have one that you like in a place and you can bully the other person off and then you can wisp heal it, you can actually bring it back to life.
Okay.
If it's already alive, it actually gets it shares protections that the wisp would normally give in that AoE as well. So you actually can make this area a lot more powerful to fight in. And we chose to try and do interactions like that with basically each single ability. So for the passive, it's you generate an extra plant around you after you get 8 seeds.
Yep.
Your 2 is you can either revive or empower the plant's aura. The 3 is you can actually grab a plant and basically use it to empower yourself. So if you use your 3 on the plant.
On the plant, here we go. Boom.
As it pulls back, you now grab it and you can see his leaves on his shoulders are all like nice and glowy and extra emissive.
Yeah.
He's essentially empowered for the next 30 seconds to be the mana aura himself.
Okay.
And what's cool about that is it also has other interactions where if he drops below 40% health, it converts it to an immediate wisp for himself. So it's an extra emergency heal for him.
So if I take some damage here, let's just like, hey, bitch.
Yeah, you might end up running out of the buff before it matters. We'll see. We'll see.
I'll cheat.
Yeah, there we go.
Rebuff.
So yeah, there you got the wisp. So it just consumed the wisp. Or if you have it when you ult, your ult will apply the protection shred that the one normally gives when it gets destroyed.
Oh, awesome. So you get like a one ult combo with just the ult.
Yeah, so you basically, now your whole goal is kind of keep these plants alive, get more of them. We increased how many are actually able to be out. That's now 5 instead of 3.
Okay.
You get more from just your passive. And so basically you kind of want to try and always have one up around you to consume with your 3. And when you consume with your 3, it also drastically lowers the cooldown of your 3. So you can just use it to grab and not feel bad about the cooldown being wasted. You don't have cooldown on right now, but it'll go down to like 2 seconds. We also made it so like if you basically throw through someone and hit a god and pull back, that'll also pull the wisp. So if you're on the other
really?
side,
So if I do this and just... I get both of them?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay, okay.
So lots of cool stuff there. Basically, our goal for his +1s were to make the plants, which are these assets that he just wants to kind of plant and play around, that previously were basically just a early game mana aura underneath the tower for safety, and you just kind of forgot about using them that way for the rest of the game, into something that you're more actively playing around as our +1 focus for him.
So instead of just a plant on the ground that you just ignore for the rest of the game, replant or whatever, it's basically like a missed ability more than anything else. Is how it used to be used.
Yeah.
Outside of a bit of a regen. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, and he does have some fun tooltips. It was funny, I came back and Josh had he basically had done the aspect for him mostly.
Okay.
And so I came in and all the tooltips for him were like very goofy, like Grover yelling. So I actually went and looked at Paladin's Grover and his voice pack. And so I have Grover quotes on some of the tooltips.
Okay.
For fun.
Okay. So wisps, pretty much what they used to be for the most part. Still
all the
heal.
abilities basically work the way they did before. Just there's either like clarity improvements, slight feels tweaks to like how much he was using on the 3. Obviously his ult, if you use the ult, it has completely new visuals, which is
Yeah, I was waiting for that. I've not used that one yet.
Yeah, that is just insane work. Arthur did a lot of VFX work for Sylvanas, and it's great. So the core abilities should feel as good or even just slightly better than the overall feel and presentation. And then, yeah, the +1 focus for him was really around these plant interactions to get him to
Okay.
You've played him a lot. What are your thoughts?
I've enjoyed him, but he's for the fan at home. He feels like Sylvanus from Smite 1 for the most part. The added benefits, I think it's more of like muscle memory. I'll get used to using them more because it feels weird to like want to pull my plant, you know. However, if my plant's in the way or something like that, then that's going to be great as well to be able to do additional things. I think the seeds and the extra bonuses you're going to see, because a lot of the +1, sometimes I personally like to go in kind of blind and see what I feel about differently and go, hey, this doesn't feel right. And it's like, it's because that's a +1. I'm like, okay. That makes sense. But overall, like his flow feels good as always. His pulls seem just as solid. Couldn't convince them to give me more pulls though. I was hoping for like a 5-way pull or a global pull, but you know, we can dream.
No, we don't want to give him too many ways to pull because we actually had a version where he could get a reset on his 3.
If he hits one,
but then you can just like pull, root, ult, pull, and you're like, yeah, that person just doesn't move for the next 6 seconds.
I mean, good. Like that's kind of how I feel as a support. But yeah, that's kind of how he plays out there. So this is a little look. Was there anything else we've not discussed here? Just want to make sure because we kind of went all over the place, which is fine. Just
I'm trying to think if there's anything else that we missed. I think that is everything. I can actually let me pull. I have a doc that has these.
Yeah, we do have the wrong short description on his 3 there. It says root instead of pull. We'll get that fixed before it goes live.
Yeah, I don't actually know how that happened.
And passive too.
We did have to. We found a bug
this morning. Yeah,
so he might be a little bit weak on PTS because we fixed the bug.
Did you nerf the bug? You nerfed the bug or you don't?
PTS will probably have the bug, so he's gonna feel strong on PTS.
Strong on PTS.
And
don't tell him what it is. It's fine.
And I'm worried that he'll feel a little bit weak on release because it's definitely really good what the bug is, but
as always.
Let's see. Where's my +1 doc? There we go.
Is his scaling all int?
Scaling is all int. He is a pure int scaler. I believe I added int scaling to the heal, but the heal has been adjusted per kind of our healing pass rules.
Okay.
But yeah, so passive every 8 seeds. His ones. His pods also drop seeds. So you can see that the plants are kind of out here. They will just drop seeds over time. So like keeping that area alive will also feed into that loop and give you. They only last for like 15 seconds. So
I
you
know,
gotta
I
get
just
there
keep
in
getting to
time.
them too late. But they keep respawning, as you
Yeah.
can see, yeah.
So if you have like a kind of a garden that you're maintaining out in the back, you can get a whole bunch of seeds that way. And if someone tries to disrupt it and break all them, you can just walk over, wisp heal them, and get them all back.
So in this situation, if these were both dead, I could just wisp heal both these and they'll come back.
Yeah.
Cool.
And
You can actually see that
I-
there, yeah.
They
You can
cast
attack.
there, and now they're doing the empowered, like, they're giving protections in that aura now.
Really, that's crazy. That's
And
great.
the plants look so good.
Yeah.
They do.
Year 3 pulls the pod towards him, empowers him, consumes. Yeah, so that's everything.
Someone in the chat said he's cannibalistic eating he's a cannibalistic eating seeds. I'm like, think of it as like Sylvanus picking up those seeds to throw them. You know?
Yeah, it's
rather than like Grover's eating them.
it's
That's kind of crazy.
it's nature, right? Like
Yeah.
nature, you decompose things and use as fertilizer. Think of it like fertilizer.
Perfect. So that's Sylvanus in a nutshell for now. However, I believe we've got aspect on as well.
We do have an aspect on
Yes.
it.
Dun,
and
dun,
this one does
dun.
change quite a bit.
Quite a bit.
How do I aspect this again?
Test talent, space,
Yes.
Sylvanus, and then you should be able to autofill.
There we go.
Yeah.
Sylvanus.
The aspect
Dun.
of Grover's wrath.
Yes, so this is Grover's angry.
Mm-hmm.
He's done with everyone destroying his plants, and he's going to rain down chaos on everyone.
Okay.
This is focused on turning him into a carry.
Okay.
And the big thing that enables that is essentially as his plants die or his allies die, he gets angry. And every stack of anger gives him attack speed. If he then gets to 4 stacks of anger,
Yeah.
he enrages, which gives him a free cast of his 2 or his 3.
Okay.
As well as a big attack speed stem. So basically, as you're throwing out ones on people, as they're breaking them, as your team's dying, and as you cast your ult also will give you stacks. It's called wrath, so you
Yeah,
get
makes
anger
sense.
stacks from it. You get more and more attack speed, so that enables him to actually focus more on his auto attacks of dealing significant damage. And then if you have them debuff, which Sylvanas applies a lot of debuffs. He does a protection shred on his 1. He does a damage over time on his 2. He has an ult on his 3. If any of those are active, you will deal 15% bonus damage to them with your basic attacks.
Okay.
So you can actually do quite a bit of auto attack damage now with Sylvanas. To further enable that, we've changed how his 3 works. Because if he's a carry and you could pull someone to it, you
Yeah.
just go pew 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 while they're flying to you, and you can just kill them. You now just have a tether onto the target. You can see that the text changed.
Yeah.
And that tether, while it's active, will slow the target and give you haste and bonus movement speed while you're moving towards them.
Oh, while
so
you're
if
moving
you
towards
land
them.
your 3 on them, you actually have
I am quick.
full haste, and you get to
So-
keep attacking. So you can actually chase someone down with there. This can crit, and it can apply on-hit attacks. So if you have like Tearfing,
Yeah.
the 3 tick will apply Tearfing.
okay.
So you can also get some more on-hit synergy there, and you can have multiple of these out. So you're not just limited to tethering to one person. You can tether multiple people because you can
Get the free cast
the
of
free
the
cast of
enrage.
3.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, you get a lot of physical tether damage out there, and you just get a lot of extra attack speed to chase someone.
That's
Yes, it is not. It's not a pull anymore. It's not a root or anything.
Yep,
tether.
it's a
Yeah.
tether that slows and that enables you to kind of lock down that target and basically chase them down.
Question on the tether then. Breaking the tether, easy enough to just walk away,
It's
kind of? or-
11.2 meters.
So it is a range-based?
or
Okay.
I think it's 6 seconds. It's either 6 or 8 seconds.
It did feel like 6, I should say, just by looking at that.
Yeah.
Because I can get out of range of them by getting too far away.
Yeah, and as you move, if you get too far away, I think the tether will flash to indicate you're getting kind of close to break range.
Yeah.
So if you walk a little bit further away, you can see it's kind
Oh,
of
you can see
flashing
it just
before.
kind of getting, yeah. Gives you a bit of a warning. Okay.
But yeah, so this definitely the downsides, right? One, you don't
Yeah.
have a pull. Not
Sure.
having a pull is pretty meaningful. Not being
That's
able
like
to
the
yoink someone.
key thing that Sylvanas does, as a support.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, I guess the mobility you gain with the enrage as well of going towards targets is useful because you don't really have an escape as a carry.
Yes, you don't
in
have an
these
escape as a carry.
situations. So you are in there is what I would
Yes.
describe. Or like if you get caught, you are fighting to the death.
Yes, and if you get caught as Sylvanas, you definitely have some struggle. You can kind of counter that with like double heal,
Mm-hmm.
but the heal is also taking a penalty too. It's only 60% effective, both in the protections it provides, but the healing it does as well. So you're not going to be able to nearly sustain as much. You're not getting as much protections for yourself as well. So you get a little bit of bulk there, which is helpful, but you're not getting the full effect of that as much.
And your knockup is shorter, right? It doesn't knock up as high.
And your knockup is shorter.
Oh, okay.
And we also didn't give him any unique strength scaling.
Yeah, see, it's a shorter distance.
So you can't double up on like, oh, I built a whole bunch of strength items to make my attack stronger, and my other abilities are stronger.
You invest in one or the other. Really.
You're really investing in one or the other. And if you're going on carry focus, you're really using the abilities to apply these debuffs to make your auto attack strong. And that's actually been good enough in our playtest to like feel really, really impactful.
Yeah,